Are you done?
Late 2021, they said. They said later, not early, but on the second half, technically, of 2021, they would share information for us. Did they? No. No, they didn't. Hello, friends. Hello, this is Lightning Chater. We're going to be talking about this. So, there has not been any news of Final Fantasy 16 at all during the whole course of 2021, and even though they said it over here, hey, 2021, there's some stuff. But you know what? It's fine. I honestly expected them to release something by now, but you know, Square Enix, they'll release something somewhere down some line somewhere, I don't know. But still, something will come up, hopefully. I don't know what to say about this game. I'm both excited for this game and also very speculative because I don't have a PS5 mainly, and I'm very sad about that. But other than that, I am excited for the game. But the question is, when will we get the news dump? When will we get Final Fantasy 16 news? Now, a lot of people will be saying next year. It is possible for them to release news about this game, this very game, Final Fantasy 16, very soon, but also they cannot. I feel they may not. Possibly. You never know with Square Enix. It's always a toss of a coin with them. Anyway, the question is, what will come with this news dump? Do I know? No, I do not work for Square Enix. God, that'd be a dream, actually. I would love to work for Square Enix. But no, I think that we may possibly get a screenshot, at most, this year, if they ever reveal something, I don't know. But then we'll get full information next year. Now, I'm sure, like, with what's happening around the world, and all of that, it did play an effect, but still it would have been nice, but I don't know, I digress. It could possibly still come out next year. I do feel it'll come out in 2022, but I just wish that they did give information. Now, of course, there's quite a bit of Square Enix stuff coming out next year, such as Final Fantasy, Strangers in Paradise, and also the Kingdom Hearts stuff. You know, that thing, Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary, all of that. So that's another thing that plays into perspective for Square Enix. And also, yeah, Final Fantasy 16, when will we get news about it? So, I definitely think after Strangers of Paradise releases, and that's like very close to my birthday, or it's around March or something. So yeah, I think that we will get a news dump of the game after Strangers of Paradise, mainly due to the fact that, again, it's a Final Fantasy game, and we could possibly get this near Q4 of 2022. So yeah, another thing I would really appreciate them to do is actually give a game trial, similar to how they did with Final Fantasy 15. There was like, I think, two types of demos. They had the episode The Sky and the Platinum demo, which were pretty fun. And then there's also Strangers of Paradise. They had a demo for it. So I would really like if there was like a trial or something like that for everyone to play. Of course, PS5 owners and all that. Also, Forspoken is also releasing, but that's with Luminous Engine, so I'm really excited for that. But other than that, that's more like non-Japanese side. Well, it kind of is, I don't know. But okay, so mainly Final Fantasy, Strangers of Paradise, Kingdom Hearts projects that could or could not release next year, which I doubt will release next year, but you never know. And Forspoken, and then there's the whole Marvel Avengers stuff, but that's American Square Enix. Final Fantasy is the biggest Square Enix franchise, hands down, and that'll most likely take shape near end of the year. That being said, what could come with these news dump? They have to build up. So I would definitely think that they would possibly just release an image this year. Quarter 1 they won't release anything because of Strangers of Paradise, and then that'll happen. Also, Kingdom Hearts projects like the anniversary they're gonna celebrate in the first quarter. Then second quarter could possibly be a time where the marketing starts building up. Then third quarter around there, full-blown stuff, because I believe Forspoken's coming out in the second quarter, and the third quarter, fully blown Final Fantasy 16. And they actually give a release date in that third quarter, and they say probably November or December for Final Fantasy 16. The reason I'm saying November or December is because Final Fantasy 15 did release in November. That is almost 5 years now. Oh god, it's been 5 years since Final Fantasy 15 has been released. Damn, that's a big realization, lads. But yeah, that's possible, and it could also come out in December. But definitely, I feel quarter 4 it'll release. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Really, it could come out anytime next year. They could even like just straight up say, here's the release date, it's tomorrow. That's not really a Square Enix thing to do, is it? But still, what I'm trying to say is it's possible for it to come sooner than quarter 4. But the safest bet is possibly quarter 4 or quarter 3, but leaning more towards the quarter 4 timeline for 2022. Reason being, again, it's the safest bet. It can't come out third quarter. First quarter is already like stacked. You got Strangers of Paradise, the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Second quarter of 2022 it could happen, but also that's full of Forspoken, and I think Square Enix doesn't want it to clash with anything Square Enix related, and that's actually pretty cool that they are pushing it this far. And then there's also people who are like, oh, what about Final Fantasy VII Remake announcement? I think that'll only happen after Final Fantasy 16's complete development and giving us the game, of course, you know, that then let us finish it a couple of weeks later, then start advertising for Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's a lot of stuff going on at Square Enix, I feel, lads, so they are all busy, I'm sure of it, and I don't know what to expect coming out of anything, but that's my prediction. Nothing this year, at most a screenshot, and then nothing for the first quarter of the year, because there's a lot of games for Square Enix that's gonna be announced, and then we're gonna see it start possibly second quarter or third quarter, and it'll release last quarter of the year. Anyway guys, that is my predictions. What do you think about Final Fantasy 16, and where do you think it is? Cause I don't know it at all. But that's my predictions. Leave a like, helps me a lot. Comment down in the comment section down below. Share with friends, and most importantly, subscribe to become a fellow lightning bolt. And guys, that's it. And as always, lightning shade, blaze out.